Hello, and welcome to Trails to Azure Part 77. This should be the finale of the Crossbell saga. Up through that elevator, there's who knows what left, but my understanding is this is basically the end of the dungeon. And this should be basically the final boss. Whether it's directly final boss, whether there's mobs on the way, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's time to move. Though, one consideration that I thought of since last time, I might swap. Like, I do have Adamantine Guard and Impassion here. Because of fire. The fire gem helps with that. But Ellie has a big advantage over Noelle in actual fights. Of Strike Bell is really good. Because it pulls actions forward. So I'm probably going to swap out Noelle for this final fight. In the final fights, in favor of Ellie. Maybe. You know what? I say that, then I decide, hey, I've been using Noelle as much as I could for the whole fight, might as well try and continue using them now. Yeah, I guess this is about it. So, just if it is rough, then I'll fix it. I'll swap her out, but just a few more steps, we'll find Kia, and with her, the truth. It's time to steal our resolve and solve this case once and for all. Use the lift. See, this is weird, because normally, I mentioned this previously a few times, most of the time, it's the second option that's the move forwards past this point of no return, whereas here, the default is the point of no return option. Which I think doing it that way is not the right way, because then if you button mash, you could hit the wrong one. But I mean, you really shouldn't be button mashing dialogue at this stage, if you're worried about moving forward. What is this? Is this everything that's happening throughout Crossbell right now? No, it's stuff that happened in the past, and maybe right now, but what's his name holding a gun right there is not right now, that's the past. Nah, not just that. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm seeing bits of the past mixed in there too. I keep seeing this one. There's a specific one where a girl is blocking someone. I just can't guess. Okay, I don't know what that one is. I know what that... There's a specific one that I just don't know what it is. That one. Oh, was that Rixia? No, that must have been during the performance. Anyway, fragments of reality. Could all of these be causal nexuses across the entirety of space-time? I wouldn't rule anything out at this point. The Septarian of Zero. And its final form, the Azure Tree. Now that's a face. What the? That was from when we infiltrated the Sun Fort. But why were Estelle and Joshua not with us? And... What's wrong, everyone? It sounds as though you had some kind of vision just now. Yeah, but only for a second. I think I'm starting to understand what Kia's power truly is. This is something I spoiled, but yeah, that image there that was being shown at the start is like the very start of Zero, where you go down the events, or you begin to go down towards the events that would be the finale of Zero, but it's a different... You're not with Kia. Estelle and Joshua are nowhere nearby. None of that happens. You don't actually fight anything, but... There's nothing more left to say. Shall we go, Lloyd? Right. They would actually let me. They really would. That's so goofy. Imagine going all the way here and then just going back. And then going back to Crossbell. Azure Tree, the farthest end. You're here. Oh ho ho. I'm glad you could join us. Welcome to the farthest reaches of the world, the crossroads of causality. Lloyd, Ellie, Tio, Randy, Noel and Wazi too. Wait. Ha! It took her the longest to say Randy because she likes him the least. Kia, thank goodness. We thought we'd lost you. You okay in there, Kido? Honestly, do you have any idea how worried we were? I'm sorry. I've been keeping things a secret from you this whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for lying to you. Stop, you have nothing to apologize for. But as always, these moments don't work as well when it's the 10th time it's happened. None of that matters to us, as long as you're safe. Every kiddo keeps secrets from their parents, don't they? You're not any different. The real blame lies with the ones who use that to take advantage of you. Belle, Mr. Grimwood, what do you have to say for yourselves? Your anger is justified. My, I always knew you were hiding a pair of claws. But despite what you may think, we are only following Kia's wishes to the letter. Isn't that right, Kia? Odd. Is that what you're telling yourself? I've never heard such a bold-faced lie. And you say it so confidently. Come on, Kido. How's about you hop on out of there so we can talk this thing out? Yes, we are overdue for a family meeting. Hehe. Sniff, thanks everyone. But I can't actually leave this spot. So, Kia, but why? It has something to do with your power as a septitarian, doesn't it? Well, go ahead, Kia. Tell them what they want, what they asked to hear. Tell Lloyd and the rest of the SSS how you've been doing this for their sakes from the very start. What do you mean? Unlike the lost septitarian of Mirage, Kia has the ability to manipulate time and space as the septitarian of Zero. The power of Mirage allows her to alter causation and perception. When joined with the ability to govern space-time, Kia is able to weave the very threads of reality. Weave reality? What does that mean? Could you explain it to us without the poetics, maybe? Acquiring this ability has been the goal of the Azure Zero project from the outset. It's such an iffy concept, like, yes, these relatively normal, they were alchemists and whatever, but relatively normal humans are like, yeah, we can turn a human thing into something that can control reality. Definitely makes sense. Now, if they were being manipulated by Ouroboros to have this idea of the project, I could respect that, because Ouroboros has a longer history. But like, unless these two have been alive for longer than 60 years, it's a little odd that they would have that degree of acumen, I guess. Acquiring this ability is a goal. To weave the threads of reality is to manipulate the laws of causality, thus reconstructing the world as we know it. The hell? Reconstructing the world? Yeah, this is too anime. It's gonna do all this, and then Lloyd's gonna say, I don't care. Buh, buh, buh. Every event that has happened, that has shaped our reality, is linked to one another via a network of causes and effects. Tampering with that system would, in theory, allow you to change the past, present, and future. Oh ho ho, well done, Tio. I figured you would understand, but I figured the rest of you wouldn't, because you guys don't understand the concept of cause and effect. It's akin to having administrator privileges on the Orbital network, except not really. The rights and access to alter anything you so desire. One could even exchange a world laden with strife for one of peace. For instance, taking this reality in which Crossbell is at the oppressive mercy of Erebonia and Calvar, and replacing it with one where Crossbell reigns over the two of them instead. While only a theory, it is certainly possible. What? This is too much of every character gets shocked. Like, it's too much of that. Just have them spew their exposition and have the characters react at the end. I understand that's not realistic, but it's just annoying. What? Even Eidos herself couldn't pull something like that off. Alright, enough of this already. If you're gonna bullshit us, at least make it convincing. It's just too far-fetched to believe. Oh ho ho, is that what you think? How can you say that when you yourselves owe your lives to that very power? Too much of this. I get that they need to interact, but it just makes the exposition really slow. Huh? Oh, our lives? You don't mean that vision we had? Are you saying that when we infiltrated the Sun Fort, we... Please, find me. My oh my. I take it everything came flooding back just now, didn't it, Lloyd? Reality has already been altered once, albeit only slightly. If it hadn't, the four of you would have died at the hands of Joachim Günther after he went berserk in a fit of demonic rage. You've gotta be shitting me. In the first timeline, you guys never became such good friends with Estelle and Joshua, or with that girl, Ren. So that night, four of you went in alone, and Ren never came to help. And Kevin wouldn't have shown up, right? Upon finding out, Kia embraced her power as a Septitarian and rewrote the causality of the past. One ripple after another, you were led to help the Angel of Slaughter confront her trauma. That, in turn, brought you closer together with those two Liberli embracers, causing them to lend you their aid that night. Consequently, at that original moment you all should have died, the Angel of Slaughter instead came to your rescue. That's impossible. I hate to say it, but her story does add up. Does it? Because Wazi knows literally nothing of what happened, does he? Unless it's Kevin that told him. Truth is often stranger than fiction. I can understand your surprise. And yet, there's still so much more to the power the Septitarian of Zero possesses. Avoiding your tragedies was only the beginning. the Azure tree. Divine in nature, it is able to amplify Kia's powers and link her to the world itself through the septium veins. Doing so will allow her to not only prevent needless death, but modify reality the way Mr. Grimwood described. The tree is capable of that much? Holy crap. You just can't make this shit up anymore. Yeah, you can, but because this is a video game. This is all made up. That would make it the same as the original Primal Ground. Isn't it wonderful? Imagine the possibilities. With such power at her disposal, there would be nothing left to fear. No sorrow, no tragedy. We could grant happiness to the entire world. Mankind could be liberated from the shackles of uncertainty, free to live in the pursuit of the greater good. Such potential would be akin to alchemy's greatest kept secret, Ars Magna. Belle, you can't be serious. Mr. Grimwood, is this really what you want? They say one must be ready for anything. Throughout its history, humanity has grappled with the quandary of how to confront the myriad risks it faces. Kia's gift allows us to mitigate those perils and live out the most desirable outcome. That fact cannot be denied. The phrasing there means he's not in favor. Even if it means burdening Kia, an innocent girl, with the weight of the world? When the Septarian of Mirage took up that same duty, its heart was racked with guilt until it finally decided to erase itself. It's an interesting premise, sort of. The, line that's drawn between, it's often portrayed, in stories and reality, it's often one person sacrificing themselves for everyone else is heroic, it's great. But here, it's being portrayed as evil for her to do it, but part of the reason there is because Kia sort of doesn't want to do it. She just wants to live a normal life, I assume, and that's how it's going to be that they're the villains and not people who are putting the needs of the many over the needs of the few type thing. Which there's obviously issues in certain degrees, but it's just an interesting... It's interesting how it's all about the individual who is being sacrificed choice. Here, they're attempting to... They, the villain characters, are acting as though Kia wants this, whereas she it's definitely going to be revealed that no, she doesn't want this, she just wants to live a normal life. But if she legitimately wanted this, would they be able to portray them as villains or not? Because if a grenade was thrown into a room and one person jumped on it, they die, everyone else lives, probably with some injuries, but everyone else is fine, one person's dead. So if Kia genuinely desired this, it would be sort of the equivalent, ignoring the fact that it's manipulating reality, and that's troubling in many ways, but it gets interesting. Anyway, the Septarian of Mirage erased itself. So tell me, how in your right mind can you force a responsibility like that on a little girl? Lloyd, please. That would be what Mr. Grimwood and I are here for, doubt it, to prevent that very fate. It was never our intention to have Kia bear that burden of shaping reality all by her lonesome. Having the good lawyer's wisdom and expertise here would help move the world in the right direction. So that's why they're villains, because they're going to manipulate it in their desire. That's how they're going to do it. That way, history wouldn't repeat itself. I would trust Grimwood more than I'd trust Maribel. What you're proposing is that the best interest of the people be decided by a chosen few. You know as well as I do that there are consequences to our democratic system, Ellie. Time and time again, it is guilty of mobocracy. Mobocracy? Mobocracy? unable to act when its people need it most. This is the case not only in Crossbell, but in all nations. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe so, but to be clear, I have no intention of shielding Kia from any beliefs or opinions aside from my own. I would like to request the cooperation of such knowledgeable statesmen as Speaker McDowell as well. See, Grimwood's kinda reasonable. I don't trust Maribel, mostly because she intentionally dressed herself in a villainous way, whereas Grimwood dressed normally. And having Dieter again would make for a good asset from a managerial perspective. Moreover, it would only be right to ask for the collaboration of the SSS in these matters too. Why are they shocked? Opening a path to a new age will call for the input of promising young people like yourselves. And as far as all of you in particular are concerned, because of how hard you fought to make it here, you each know better than anyone what must be done for the coming era. What do you say? Will you accept? See, here's an interesting concept. Like, if it actually has full control over reality and it's not eventually revealed that it doesn't, it would be really cool if they contemplated just removing the entire existence of Ouroboros and seeing like a future where that happened. Like, if Ouroboros was entirely removed from reality, because they are the through-running villain of this series. Like, having just, at the end of whatever finale game eventually releases, having like a splinter-off story of if this had gone through and like they removed Ouroboros because they're a problem and da-da-da-da-da. Like, it'd be interesting. What do you say? Will you accept? You want us to join you? Well, damn. He almost makes a valid point. Mr. Grimwood, you still haven't answered my question. Is this really what you want? Even if it cost Kia her freedom? All things have an inherent dignity. God, the song is called Get Over Barriers or Getting Over Barriers. People, society, history. Each of them is rife with mistakes, and those mistakes can lead to tragedy. But erasing the woes of the past violates the dignities of those who carry them in their hearts. Anyone who's ever found strength from recovering from loss knows exactly what I mean. Which is everyone, because everyone has had loss. Actually, Noel hasn't. Wazi hasn't. That is listed within this game. If you need proof, you don't have to look any further than yourself. Name. It's true. Despite our best intentions, we won't always make the right choices. However, pretending those mistakes never happened is no way for anyone to grow. There is no meaning in learning from the past, in joining hands with others and moving toward the future. There is meaning. And your plan here would scrap every last bit of that. Lloyd. Kia, please come back with us. You don't need to do this. You don't have to force yourself for our sake. When you found out that we had lost our lives, I can't imagine the pain it put you through, or how broken your heart was. I'm so sorry, Kia. This never would have happened if we hadn't let you down. But you didn't. Going through with it was my decision. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Then let me ask you, Kia. Why do you still look so sad? You realize it, don't you, Kia? It was out of grief that you used your power to undo our deaths. But deep down, you know that wasn't fair of you. Kia. Name. Well, I'm not gonna stand here and tell you I'd rather be 6 Arga under. But cheating death ain't exactly playing things by the numbers. Mr. Grimwood, Bell. In a way, the same underlying concept applies to politics. At times, one could say that taking the easy way out is a necessary evil. But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that doesn't make it any less unacceptable. Ellie. relying on Kia's transcendental powers for all of life's troubles. That isn't politics anymore. That's using faith and prayer as a substitute for action. I don't know if this is the best argument. Like, I can respect that it feels wrong to hypothetically to manipulate reality so that everything goes well. That's, like, being against that makes sense. I don't think there is a definitive logical argument that can strongly say that that using the power to manipulate reality to make everything better is objectively wrong. I think it can be subjectively wrong. I don't think it can be objectively wrong. We should be coming together to resolve our problems, with open dialogue and procedural justice. That is the core of self-governance. What? Self-governance? We're not naive. We know the dangers that Crossbell will face without Kia's power to protect us. Turmoil across the continent, economic crises, and Erebonia will undoubtedly come for us when their civil war ends. Yet in spite of those threats, forcing the responsibility of protecting all of us onto Kia still isn't the right thing to do. It's the forcing that's key here. If we came to rely on her miracles alone, then none of us would ever grow as people. But you could have comfortable lives. We know what our path is, and we're going to take it, no matter how painful it may be. Lloyd. So this is how it ends. I'd always told myself that my motivations amounted to more than a personal grudge. But in my heart of hearts, I knew I was lying to myself. How fitting that the team carrying Guy's legacy would be the ones to reproach me in the end. Name. I am sorry. I haven't the right to so much as mention his name in your presence. Forgive me, Kia. I have misled you in so many ways. You should follow your own judgment and make the decision for yourself. I have full faith that you can do so. Name. Maribel. I deeply apologize for failing to meet your expectations. Consider this my resignation, and now she kills him? So be it. I certainly won't object. From the beginning, you were only intended to draft the plans for our project, rather than execute them. Thank you for your contributions, Ian Grimwood. Yep. Kapow. If he's actually dead, that would be great. But he's not. No. Oh. Belle, why are you shocked? She's the villain. Ha ha. I suppose this is retribution for my sins. He might actually be dead. He might, like, he's the type of character that I'd be shocked if they actually killed him off, because he's not an outright villain. He is sympathetic, so it would be weird in this series for them to kill him. But if they could kill him, and then before they give up the power to modify reality, they could just revive him. That's possible. Retribution for my sins? Guy. Lloyd. I'm sorry. Mr. Grimwood. No, how could you? Huh. The girl who wanted control over reality killed somebody. Belle? Why? Oh ho ho. Tools that have outlived their use are to be disposed of. And just so you're aware, Kia, the same goes for you. Ah. Kia, I have an upset stomach. Hey, what the hell are you doing to our little girl? She brought this upon herself. If she wants to be difficult, then I'll just have to turn her into an adorable doll with no will of her own. She is, after all, nothing more than a homunculus granted life by the Kwa family's long-held secrets. In other words, she's my property to do with as I please. Shut your mouth. Belle, listen to yourself. How can you say something so horrible? We will make you eat those words. Those shoulders are absurd. I didn't read that. Oh, very well. Before you stands Maribel Croix, descendant of the alchemists that sacrificed everything in search of a septarian that could surpass Eidos herself. I figured out what was weird about dialogue when I was looking at this. When I'm doing this, the dialogue is still scrolling automatically. Which is stronger, the fervor of a delusion that has endured 1,000 years, or your meager bonds that haven't existed for more than one? Yeah, it's still running in the background while I do this. What say we pit them against each other and see what outcome it yields? Because we were planning on it, because the dialogue log doesn't pause. Well, Belle, I'm not going to hold back. Her alchemy makes her a top-class mage. Leave nothing on the table. God, I hate boss fights in these games. Ooh, cool. I mean, honestly, that's kind of a fun setup. Aesthetically. Like, limited walking path, where generally you don't have a very limited walking path. I'm just gonna do this to, like, see if I can pull stuff together gradually. Can I see anything? No. Okay, I'm just gonna blast her with this. Yeah, that's actually good damage. Convene Spectre. Oh, just spawning more monsters in the corners, but not all of them? Because there's a limit to, there can only be 8 enemies at a time. I believe is sort of how it works. What happens if I do this? I can't. But, like, can I pull them? Would it pull them if I could hit this guy, which I can't? Would it pull him across somehow? I guess the ultimate test is here, because if it pulls this guy into the center, then that means that it does pull everything. I really should probably S-break with TO. This should kill all the basic minions that it can hit. Not quite, but it's close. Okay, I'm gonna try to group up again. And by group up again, I mean group up at all. So I need to go towards TO, which I can't do. So I will just Flare Butterfly again. Targeting. Can't see what I'm targeting. Okay, I want to target her. Again, summoning monsters. Okay. I need to group up somehow. I guess if I try to get everyone to the bottom left corner and get Lloyd into the center is the way to go. Except I need to back him up because he's gonna die. Can I get in range to attack? Not quite. I'll just move. I mean, this is pretty effective. Hit 3 of them for a bunch. Oh yeah, you can't move through your friends in this game. Okay. I guess I could try to group up down here. Yeah, let's try to group up. Oh, but then they can just teleport me. Oh yeah, that's actually a good teleport for me. Now they're all grouped up, which will be a little bit easier to work with, probably. I mean, I'm gonna need to protect myself here. Because I definitely need this for safety. There. Just maximize blob strats. I need him to get out of Lloyd's way, though. They need Lloyd to be not over here. What happens here? Well, it does actually pull it in. So I want to kill the ones that are on top of my characters. And then I need to Fortuna. Just get this stacked up. I mean, that's if it's always teleporting to the left, that's actually really good. Let's just position safely. And then EP's still basically full. I should actually check. Have I figured out? Okay, they can be AT delayed. They're weak to Earth and time. How did this work? Will it pull them through everything? Okay, that's not good. Cause she's about to die. Can I hit more? No, I can't. I'm like, they really do a great job of making me hate these boss fights where they just like spamming enemies. Like, I don't think we need this many enemies to be constantly spawned. You know what I should just do? I can AoE item heal. And doubled healing, so if I have one with 5k, Tyrol is good enough. She's neutral, she's probably neutral to all damage. He probably doesn't resist anything. I mean, this fight's just a pain in the... It's just a pain. I guess I'm just gonna Crimson Ray her. Give up on anything but that. Though I'm gonna keep moving her so that she can properly item restore. Perfect. I guess it's just spam Crimson Ray. Ignore every other mechanic in the fight. I meant craft. This should pull him to me somehow. Yeah, because it pulls through those... I'm dead. I'm not. I'm lucky. I'm gonna have to get 2 Fortuna casts because I dropped the uptime. Yeah, I think the play is just ignore the mobs as best you can. Like, just focus on killing her, because she'll just keep spawning mobs. Oh yeah. I do need to S-break. God. Curia bomb. Ooh, can I AoE Curia bomb? That's pretty good, isn't it? Good targeting. Yeah, just keep ignoring the enemies. Not worth doing anything but this because she just keeps spawning them. Okay, we'll cast in time. I need to cast Impassion with the character that can cast Impassion. And I need to heal. Yeah, Dark Matter's not bad. So he will need to restore. He needs to Curia himself. He also needs to clear debuffs if possible. Debuffs. He needs to Curia, and he needs to heal. I guess I'm gonna burst and just kill her. Probably. Slightly inefficient because it would have been better to restore EP first, so that I wouldn't have to do it in the burst, but now she's trapped, actually. That's good. I could attack over here. So now it's Golden Halo over here. And another Crimson Ray. Let's keep pulling her into the corner. There is value in letting her summon minions, because I think it takes a turn, you know? Okay, I will preemptively restore EP here. On the assumption that, yeah, the fight's over, I'll have to prepare for the next fight. Ooh, 3x multiplier. There's definitely gonna be 2 more phases, I know that already. I might get Keeper to max by the end. That would be nice. I got it right here, I wasn't paying attention. So Keeper's level 5. So I have a lot more defense. And it will be a large effect of attracting enemies' attention. I don't know what Rune of Transience does. If I die, I get 90% HP. And a large aggro draw. Whether that's good or not, I don't really know. It should be a lot. Boss fights in these games are such a slog. 40 minutes. I mean, that had like 20 minutes of dialogue first. So it was probably only like 10 to 20 minute fight, but pant. Kia, are you alright? Yeah, yes, he somehow. Thank goodness. Phew. Nearly gave me a heart attack. So be it. Clearly, it wasn't by chance that you defeated Arios and the rest. Belle, please stop this. Really, saying please stop this will definitely do anything. There's no point in us fighting anymore. Oh, my dear, sweet Ellie. While a part of me does wish I could acquiesce to your pleas, an adorable girl like yourself should know better than anyone. I'm a horrible tease. What do you... By the by, Kia, would Lloyd and the others happen to know of your true nature? Oh, judging by your lovely reaction, you must have never told them, How opportune. What do you say to opening up a little and letting your beloved family in on a secret? No, please don't. Belle, I'm begging you. Yes, beg the supervillain for what's going to be a minor nothing. Like, I get being insecure about revealing that you're actually a demon or something, but I'm begging you. What are you talking about? Listen up, you witch. If you keep messing with Kido, we're gonna open up a second can of whoop-ass on you. Oh, how very touching. You all must truly love Kia, isn't that right? Darling, little Kia, a soulless homunculus entrusted to the cult by the Croix family. An empty doll with the sole purpose of absorbing the countless souls the cult sacrificed. What does that matter to us? Light already told us the truth. It doesn't change a thing. We're still Kia's family. We won't abandon her. Nothing could possibly be more important to us right now. Oh, did you hear that just now, Kia? Aren't you a lucky little doll? You've gained the love and affection of Lloyd and the SFS. Or no, of everyone you've ever made contact with. And it's all because of your powers. Just Bob sniff. Bleh? Belle, what are you implying? Hehe, really now? You never found it odd? Well, no, because every interaction they were such a nice person. Boom. Unless they read minds, but it doesn't matter. From the second you laid eyes on her, you were overwhelmed with the urge to love and protect Kia with all your hearts. Why, pray tell, do you suppose that is? It can't be. Hey, what did I tell you about bullshitting us? I mean, you could literally just say, she is a child. But surely you noticed. Not Joachim, nor the Mafia, nor even monsters ever dared to harm a hair on Kia's head. Every person she meets is instantly endeared to her, the girl entitled to nothing less than unconditional love. All the while, none of you ever stopped to question it. You told yourselves that she was simply that lovable, didn't you? No, it's not true. Oh, but that's where you're wrong. You have the power to unconsciously capture the hearts and souls of those around you. Your power to manipulate causality has filled your life with people who will love and protect you for nothing in return. Ho ho ho, how delightfully fitting, don't you think? Artificial love for an artificial existence. No. That is the dumbest looking face I've ever seen. Like, that face area looks dumb. This spiritual energy. An Azure deity? Name! You always have to yell their name if you are sad. Gaze upon the beginning given form, the harbinger of the end. The absolute unification of the Septarian of Zero and the Azure Tree, except the Azure Tree is still present. The god who walks the earth but doesn't have legs. The god of truth and falsities who bends causality across all space-time, thus breaking the shackles imposed by Eidos. The Azure Demiurgos. Spout out all of the lofty glorifications you want. Nothing's going to stop us from bringing Kia back. You can get back to waxing poetic after we finish saving her. Structural analysis complete. It's a highly concentrated mass of spiritual energy with Kia at its core. We have to free her from it, no matter what it takes. This is it, everyone. Our final battle, except it's going to be a two-phase battle, as always. Don't hold back. Use everything at your disposal to break through that Azure monstrosity. God, if this was like a real game, a real story, when we beat this, Kia would be dead. But no, destroying this doesn't injure her at all. Oh yeah. Bad fight. It has 2 stacks of guard. I already spoiled these fights because the endgame fights are such a slog anyway that having a basic understanding of mechanics is kind of nice. I generally don't like doing that for fights, but... So, spoilers. This guy has not a ton of HP, but if he dies, he eats one of them and full heals. Which is a pain. And then they have 2 stacks of guard, 2 stacks of Arts Reflect. But if they lose those stacks, they just regen them quickly after. Good gameplay. Like, it's such good gameplay, right? Everyone loves this type of fight, where you can't do anything. Yeah, look at his HP. Like, only 70,000. I think Acacia Garm would one-shot me right here, because I think it's a craft, but it does magical damage because it scales with arts, so I think it's an art, technically. Oh, also, it doesn't help that if I had to restart, I'd have to redo that fight I just did. I think that's bad design, personally, but... Oh, and for the sake of it, I'm just gonna blast him directly. Let's just preemptively... Zero field. Good gameplay, right? Only the best. Yeah, and... Like... Oh, I'm just gonna kill this guy, because look. They just regen their stuff so quick. One of them should have lost... Should be at Z... This guy here regened his guard already. Like... I'm just gonna brute force this garbage and just kill this guy. He's gonna kill him, kill it. I'm gonna kill him 4 times. Like... It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna kill the boss 4 times, probably. Unless I can kill that guy quickly enough, but I can't. Did he get eaten? No, he just disappeared? No idea what happened. That would kill me. Complete immunity. Let's do Aqua Mirage. Maybe it's useful. I'm just gonna continue with my Crimson Ray spam. Yeah, like... There, he's dead. He ate one. He full heals. At least his... Maybe they're all gone now? That's good. So I'm just gonna... I don't know. Move there. Oh, but he can summon more. I hate this game. So you can't just brute force it by killing him repeatedly because he just spawns more. I love this game. It's such a good game, you know? Okay. I think the play is hit them here, hit them again, and then S-break with Noelle? Maybe? Except for the sublimating hex makes me unable to do anything if it gets to those turns in the order that it does. Could I need AoE that hits all of them. This should hit them all. If they're not dead, I have to Lloyd to make sure they're dead. Except I can't because it revived. Can I get Fortuna in time? No, I can't. Let's just see if I can kill him here. God, I hate this game. Oh, he's trying to cast something, so maybe I can kill him fast enough. What I should do is... That should be the end. Except it isn't. I just don't like this fight. Okay, there's only 2 of them. I have to kill them Each of them need to die quickly enough that he can't do that. It's not a good design for a fight in that. It's not the worst, because at least you can basically one-shot them. Oh, except you teleport and you can't work with that nearly as well. And if I want to do this, I have to recharge all of my characters with impassion, because otherwise I can't burst it quickly enough. Let's move here. Not quite who I wanted to hit with that. He's about to die. If he dies, I'll just reload, but I can't. Recovery. Item. I'm having a good time playing this. I'm having such a good time. It's such a fun boss fight. It's so fun, you know? Do I have a dish that gives EP and HP, right? I had 25 of them? I thought... No, it was Sporatan. Okay, so now I just need to... I don't know, spam buffs? Because I can't Crimson Ray them, because it will kill me. Yes, and if I get them to half HP, they just disappear. To get this down, and then I need to one-shot it. Which might be doable. Nope. Okay, it's dead. That's good. I don't think burst would work because it's gonna cheat if I get it, if I kill it during burst, so let's just play safe. Get one use of that. I don't know, I don't think I can really do much with him. A Rune of Transience. Accelerate AT. Attacks and crafts to delay the enemy. That's probably pretty good. Dead, but it revives. But it's not going to summon the enemies yet. Oh, maybe it can't summon it quickly enough and I can kill him before it summons? Doubt it. Oh no, it's not going to summon another. Good. Fun boss fight. But now there's another phase. And I almost got killed right at the start. I don't know what these do. Maybe I can pull it all together? And maybe it won't ruin my life? Can she see it there? No. She needs to heal, but I also need to get Impassion going. Let's hope that this doesn't reflect and instant kill me. I need an item. I just need to tier all. Or tier all. Because that's 20k heal. As long as they focus on him, it'll be good. Oh, good timing on that. Okay, that seemed effective. Heat Wave is not ideal, but I need to restore EP when I have a chance. What I actually should do is just kill these guys. Vanish. Good mechanics. I love Vanish as a mechanic. It's so fun. Oh, it's such a fun mechanic. And apparently, this is a spoiler, and I'm 100% relying on it. Apparently, sub 30 HP, it can use an S-craft that one-shots your entire team and you have to restart. Like, it's not good gameplay. She's gonna have to... Wrong button. He's just permanently banished. Like, good gameplay. Permanently banish one of my units. That's not at all who I was expecting to target, because every other time I've targeted, it targeted the guy right in front of me. Godless Void. I mean, I guarded it. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, every other time it auto-targeted this guy instead of targeting the other dude. Okay, having her use the Rune of Providence absolutely ruins me, because it takes so long to cast that I can't use her for anything else the entire time. It's not a good art. Guess I'm just gonna Flare Butterfly and hopefully kill this thing. Please no one-shot? Good. I need to cast Impassion. It's not sub 30, so I need to hold off on bursting. He has no EP because he got ruined. Okay, as long as I get to get an actual turn on her turn, I could heal. It's probably best to use a Sporatan. If only she was positioned in a better location. I think I need to heal. Celestial. Then she's gonna move here. Good fun, good fun, good fun, good fun. Love it. Vanished my only damage dealer. Fun, 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 fun. Good gameplay. Ugh, such fun gameplay. And he's healing, because 10% HP heal random effect, and I'm dead. I'm not quite dead. Good. Ugh, this game. Lovely! Good gameplay! I was guarded, but he auto-removed guard so he could hit me through guard, so guard is pointless. Good gameplay. Lovely gameplay. I love this game. I'm definitely not tilted by the fact that it makes no sense how they balance it. As long as she can get this off, I don't lose. If she can't, I lose, and I'm gonna have to restart. Except she can't because she doesn't have enough EP. Game over. Fun design. Oh, I hate this game. I really don't think these boss fights have ever been well designed. They're all just frustrating. And just absolute slogs at best. Like, I don't think there's ever been a boss fight that was a final boss fight that was better than a slog. I guess I need to burst now and hope I can recharge it by 30% HP, because otherwise this is not going to go at all in an acceptable manner. Okay, just pull these guys further away. Do you have buffs? You have some buffs. Hopefully I can finish these off. Never mind. I mean, that wastes an art, but that was probably better use than anything else I could think of. I could pull him in. Good. I definitely have to say, I don't think it helps the game that the random, like, 10% heals are not balanced between ally and enemy. Like, 10% of... Wrong enemy. 10% of 237,000 is a lot more than 10% of 20,000. It's almost like it's 10% more. It's not really a... I know their damage mostly is different, but... Do I need to impassion again? Not yet. Okay, at least whatever the principalities are dead. Maybe I don't want to kill them, because the moment I killed it, it banished an ally, so maybe it's bad to kill them. So maybe it's best to just control them and let them just persist. I'm going to preemptively EP charge way more than I would have. Curia Bomb? I don't even know if I need to cure that, but... Godless Void, I'm about to get killed basically? Not quite. So let's just do this. I don't even know if I need it. Again, I just don't want to have a debuff on him when I don't want it. Pulse of Nihility? Yes, it auto clears guard. 2 stacks of guard, gone. And it's specifically guard that it removes, because it didn't remove the recovery of CP. It just forcibly doesn't let you do anything guarding. He's still at 90% HP. And I keep getting banished. And because he's banished, I can't have him evade other stuff. So then they focus on the guys at the back. Ah, this game. Yes. Very fun. And I get, yeah, so that is the one that I don't want him to ever have applied to me, and I can't use that on myself. I guarantee these are immune to confusion. Yep, because you can't debuff stuff late game. No, 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 you can't have that. I don't want him to die. If only I could use an item on somebody and forcibly move into the space, but you can't move and then use items intentionally. No, no, no. You have to use them or move into, like, it's just dumb that you can't move and then act when you can move and act when you're out of range. It would be so much better if you could move and act. I'm about to die. Yep, and they canceled the art. And they get 3 stacks of guard, yet I can't guard, because the moment I use a guard, it gets instantly cleansed by an ability that only cleanses guard. Yeah, they get 3 stacks of guard for no reason. Yep, I can't guard. Can't let the character use basic abilities they've been using all game. No, no, no. Not allowed. It's illegal to let the characters use basic abilities that they've been allowed to use all game. Because letting them do anything would defeat the point of the game. I'm just gonna, when I die next, because this runs over, because there's no chance this is gonna go well. I'll pause for a minute and straight up just look at a guide to be like, how do you deal with this boss? I meant to Celestial. Oh yeah, because he keeps getting banished, he can't do anything. And because... this game is very frustrating. Like, I don't think there's been a single satisfying boss, like, final boss fight in this series, ever. Like, they always just devolve into these obnoxious slogs of fights. Where if you eventually win, it just feels like RNG that you won. You can't guard. You can't have that. And you can't have all your characters out at once, no. That's not allowed. I am just gonna look up a guide when I die, because I'm gonna die. I mean, she's just gonna go back and forth. EP charge one turn, Celestial the next turn. EP charge Celestial, EP charge Celestial, EP charge Celestial. That's all she's gonna do for the rest of the fight. Oh yeah, he doesn't have CP because he's getting banished. Celestial time. Oh, and it can't do anything. This game is... These boss fights are always so bad. I choose Celestial, that means it's time to EP charge. Vanished. I'm Celestial again. No, I'll just use Breath instead of Celestial. That should still heal enough. Impassion again. Oh, but you can only have 2 people on the board now. You're not allowed to have more than 2 allies. No, no, no. Why would we let you have more than 2 allies in this game where you're supposed to have 4? Not allowed. Whoa, you don't get any guards though, but the Providences get 3. Guess what? It's time for Celestial. That's actually totally wasteful to cast it on him. I fully know that. It's just my annoyance. Oh yeah. And because he got banished, he lost all 900 EP he had. 791. He didn't have 900 EP. Oh, you know what it means? Celestial again. That should still revive. I could attack, but, like, why would I? When I need to impassion. Oh, I'll try to get... Oh. Maybe I can try to get Chrono Drive going. Maybe I'll be able to use Fortuna. Maybe. Nope, because I used Fortuna, now I'm low HP. Ah, yes. You get 1 action and then you get your characters banished instantly. Such a good time. I don't think I'm going to be hit by the Adamantine Guard if I don't move. You know what this means? It's again time to restore EP. I can't imagine how obnoxious this would... It's already obnoxious. I can't imagine how much more obnoxious this would be trying to play this on... like... Nightmare. Because it's already an awful game to play. It's not fun. They cancel your arts casts. And you can't guard anything because they just clear it. Like, what is gameplay? If he mid-cast can cancel this, I'm gonna complain. Okay, he can't do anything. Time to be fodder with an EP charge on her. And then Chrono Drive. And then attack. If this one-shots me through guard, I'm gonna complain. I mean, it's a really long cast, so I'm gonna look at the guide to see what suggestions there are for fighting this. If this kills me through guard, I'm gonna complain. Thank God. It totally wouldn't have surprised me if they let it kill through guard. Like, it would not have shocked me in the slightest. What can he do? Nothing, because he's out of EP. He could restore someone's EP, he could restore his own, but that's a waste of the charges. Can't have us guarding stuff, no, no, no. Can't have more than 3 characters at a time either. Just let us have 4 characters. Okay, let's hope that I can... it can be iffy. And passion is not worth it. Do you have no other healing? It's not even worth trying to keep any buffs up because he just nihility it, and it just deletes every buff that isn't. I hate this game. Guess what I'm doing for 2 turns? Nothing, because I can't do damage, because this is not how the rest of the game has been played. Guess I'm gonna try to pull them away. Can't do that because they move. And they cancel all your arts. Ugh. Denudation Ray? Okay. Good gameplay, man. I love this game. And if he gets RNG 10% heals on his turn, he gets 20,000 HP back. Anything I can do to interrupt that? No, because I can't cast arts on him. Can I use an item to interfere? No. Raging Spin. Oh, I can't Burning Heart though. Maybe if I do this? Yes, now the heal is on my turn. The fact that the heal is on my turn helps a ton. Except I need to do this, and then instantly do this, because I don't know if I'm about to lose 4k HP in one hit. Except he can just do that anyway, so I can't. This game is so bad. Like, what is the purpose of guard being a mechanic if he can just cleanse it, and then use an action to crit you for 10k damage? Like... what is this balance? I'll be back in a minute after looking at a guide for this fight. Yeah. It's weird because I paused, so it's going to be no time at all. But I spent time looking at stuff. And maybe it will go better. Apparently draw everything with Lloyd over here. I'm gonna hope that they aggro on Lloyd. And base everything like 2 spaces out or something. Though I do need to start this with a heal right away. Otherwise she will die. But I think this is just a bad fight. Burst right away. No point in saving it, because I'm going to get at least another charge by the end. I would rather not have to move mid-burst, but... like, the fights like this would be so much better. Or no, they wouldn't be better. It would help if it wasn't 3 boss fights in a row. So if I wanted to adjust my setup for this, I could. Like, that would help a ton. but you can't adjust without redoing the first boss fights. So it's just sort of, oh, and he has guard now. Lovely. Love this game. I love it. It's very fun. It's very helpful when the mechanics are just an absolute pain. It's like this is the spacing that's maybe suggested in a random individual's post on the internet. I can't do anything on his turn. I don't have Fortuna up. It's not going well. I should have used Stone Spike so he didn't get his turn right away. If anything that would be useful, not really. I don't want it to be quick, but I just have to accept it. Again, too quick. So she will... okay, nope, not close enough. I'll have to move everyone closer. This is definitely not the spacing that's desired. Celestial's 100% overkill, but it's the only AoE heal I have. And that's game over and I'm gonna restart. So I'll be back once I die and restart. It only took 30 seconds of spamming attack. I actually, these boss fights make me want to just not finish the game. But that's kind of against the entire purpose of why I'm playing the game, to, you know, finish it and see the story and all that. Okay, so he's just gonna stand here. I'm gonna preemptively set this up. I need to tier all because otherwise they die. It really doesn't help that enemies bump you around so much so that you have to force... like, if you don't... Okay. Game over. I quit. I'll be back. So, lovely death again. At this rate, I'm probably gonna give up on keeping track of every attempt. I'm gonna keep track of where I am. I'm at about 128.30. I'm gonna say at an hour 30 is where I'll cut it, and I'll only include when I eventually succeed in this fight, because I mean, it's gonna take 7 hours to win this fight, because I'm gonna have to restart, because I'm gonna have to change the setup. If I could change the setup, it would be less tilting that the fight is garbage, because then I wouldn't have to repeat the first fight that's not fun. I wouldn't have to repeat the second fight, which isn't actually that bad, but still not fun. Neither of those boss fights were fun. They were just annoying. And having to go through those again would be so much worse. So, at about, okay, 129, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. There. Yeah, no, that's not how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut it in 20 seconds, after which it will be whichever attempt succeeds. And if the first attempt succeeds, then nothing will be cut. If not, who knows how much is gonna be cut. I don't. It's gonna be absolutely frustrating every time. So, this is the first attempt. It's gonna be so fun. I'm not going to talk nearly as much because I'm tilted out of my mind. Okay. Burst early. I have to restack Fortuna right away. Oh. Is this what it is? There was something that I saw. If you search about this boss, there's a Reddit thread that has one of the comments says, mechanic spoiler, if you do more than 10,000 damage in a single attack, the boss responds by killing that character. Not totally accurate, I think. I think if you deal more than 10,000 in a single attack, it banishes one of your characters. So maybe I just need to not do 10,000 damage in a single attack. Just have to limit yourself. You can't do as much damage as you could, or you just get banished. Good gameplay mechanic. Minimize your damage so that you don't, like, make the fight slower intentionally. Good fun. Like, it's very fun to have to intentionally not do as much damage as you could, just because if you do, they banish your ally automatically without having to wait for their there I'm banished again, maybe? I'm not. What is this mechanic then? Was it a coincidence that it happened after I dealt 16,000 in one shot? This attempt, I'm gonna assume that that's not the case and just try to do damage as fast as I can. I'm gonna re-up this way preemptively. So, if this hits over 10k and I get banished for it, I hate this fight. You have to actively nerf your damage so that you don't lose. Or struggle is more accurate than lose, but... I need to feed items. Can't debuff enemies. Don't have anything but this. If this hits and I get banished, I'm gonna be frustrated. Everyone's full HP. They're both gonna cast this. Inefficient item use. Because I don't know what to do with her turn right now. Okay, if I get banished right here, I'm gonna complain. 17,000, and I get banished. I love this game. It's definitely, if you deal over like 10,000, over 15,000 damage in one hit, you get banished. It's definitely a fun mechanic. To have to intentionally do less damage than you can, just so that you don't get insta-banished and which makes the game unplayable. You have to intentionally nerf the amount of damage you're dealing. And, like, no point in buffing your allies. No point in doing that. Except for Impassion and Heal Pulse? Because those work for some reason. Zero damage, lovely. That was an art. Oh yeah, I don't have the green one anymore because he's banished. There's no point in buffing because he just removes it automatically. Might as well though, like, because I have nothing else I can do. Oh yeah, I have no items. Because I automatically get banished. I just have to take it super boringly slow. Can't. There's no point in buffing. Okay. He currently has 2 turns of that. He doesn't need that. I need to restore EP and stuff. After she casts, he's gonna nihility the guard, so it's not gonna matter. Because I use it instantly before he hits me. But maybe he'll nihility it. He shouldn't be able to. Good. He's gonna use it when it's convenient for him. I'm gonna keep him here. But I can't Crimson Ray because it deals too much damage. Okay. Yep. They get it as a free turn. They don't need to actually spend time on it. No, no, no. They don't need to actively use an action for that. Like, come on. Like, it's just the action. Yes, it's 4 people versus 1, except for he can summon 4, so it's 5 on his side. Like, why give the enemy... Why move there? Why move there? Why move there? Like, why give them the freedom to just cleanse guards without it requiring a turn? Like, come on. Like, what is the purpose of that? Like, just make it take a turn, then it's not unreasonable. It's still obnoxious beyond belief, but... no point in buffing, because it just gets cleansed automatically. He needs to move over here, otherwise he will draw a laser to them. I don't need to EP charge. I do need to heal, though. Yeah, it's just Magna Blaze spam for the rest of the fight. Because if I do Crimson Ray, it might just do over enough damage for him to banish people. And I can't attack with him because he'll move like an absolute goober. Okay, I'm not paying attention to how much damage that's dealing. I don't have ATS anymore though. This shouldn't deal enough damage anymore. Okay, good. That's enough to heal. Don't move? Good. He doesn't do any damage. Oh, he does actually do more damage than I would expect. Okay. I'm gonna have to move him... Please? Less than 10k? Less than 10k? Like 9k? 99? Hey, that's good. Probably. I'm gonna have to burst these guys now, though. Except he casted it too quickly. And it dealt 10k damage to the small guys, which isn't an issue, but... Okay, on Tio's turn, she will have the chance to protect, hopefully, if she doesn't get interrupted. Let's hope they move in a good way. That's the only way that that was an issue. Okay, Tio can do something on her turn, and then... she can heal, and then instantly S-break. You just have to take the fight incredibly slowly, and hope that you don't lose. It also cleared... oh, I only had one life guard. That's fine, that's fine. Can I get this off? I could, but I'm out of EP. Okay. I just need to focus on the one on the right, get rid of him. Okay. It's feeling a little better, because it seems like you just have to actively nerf the amount of damage you deal, otherwise it's suffering. I don't know, I didn't click twice, but the button on my controller clicked twice. That's an acceptable amount of damage. Because he should have been doing that there, more or less. Not the exact target because they moved, but... Lloyd's about to drop. I also noticed that when Lloyd's Master Quartz heals him, it, like, fully heals him instead of 90%, which is weird. Or it seems to fully heal him. Okay, just a couple more. He's dead because I wasn't healing him. Ah, yes. Auto steal 50 EP. I'm gonna Crimson Ray one of them to get rid of it that much faster. Belas, hopefully he doesn't die instantly after being revived. I'm gonna need to barrier, because I'm about to die. Unless he Nilities, because the Godless Void would have killed me. Nihility, not Nility. She needs to, like, tier all herself, because she's gonna die. He's dead. Great fun. She's dead. Ugh. So the best is Celestial Bomb EX. And that's basically gonna be game. Because now I'm not in a good formation. I'm out of EP, so I can't protect against that. I can, but it's gonna ruin the rest of the fight. Maybe? Because that's the only thing I could use to save my life here. But I can't use it. Because I don't have enough EP. Maybe Adamantine Guard, but it's gonna be too slow. And I don't have EP. Well, game's over, 'cause I'm about to get wiped. Almost certainly. Well, that's gone. I hate this game. Okay. This one's a lost cause. Okay. So I'm gonna be saying this every time that I've learned that the biggest issue with my first several attempts was I was dealing too much damage, because it doesn't seem to banish a character if you don't deal over 10,000 damage in a single hit. But if you're dealing 10,000 damage in a single hit, it will banish your characters. Good gameplay. It just makes it take longer. Like, oh, you do lower hits so he gets more turns, and it just drags on. Is there anything I can do? Because if I cast an art, I get bodied. Because it's too slow. I could Tira this. And that might be useful. And then I can have... Okay, Wazi, Tio, Noel. And I can put a dark matter in the middle here. Hope that they move in a good manner. And then just move her here, hopefully, and not die. Bad luck on that. I need this one on the right to get out of here quickly, because it's going to be an issue. Except I missed and I get countered. Because I'm not going to be able to draw it away with Lloyd. I'm gonna burst. Like, I would rather not burst, because I'm gonna have to spend part of that burst healing, but... I have to use an item. It's just better. So here's the thing. Because I have ATS 5, if I hit the boss with Crimson Ray, it deals 16,000 damage, which, even if it's mid-burst, causes him to banish one of my people. Which I think is a bad mechanic. Because it just makes it take longer. But, I just want to get rid of this guy, so that's fine for now. Like, actively incentivizing doing less damage is not a fun mechanic in these bosses that are already slogs. Like, these fights have never been good fun, but being forced to go slowly is just so much more obnoxious. I can't do that. I need to EP charge. Cause like, if I didn't have to do less damage, it would go quicker. Because that's the nature of, you know, damage. If you're fighting a 20,000 HP, 23,000, 230,000 HP boss, you don't want it to take longer than it has to. If you can deal 15,000 of an art, it's nice. But if you can't, because it's forced that you get ruined because of it, it's like, okay, that means that I can't Fortuna, because then I deal too much damage. And then it just devolves into actively reducing the damage you deal. Because I'm afraid here that Flare Butterfly would deal over 10k damage. Because if it did, Lloyd would probably be the one, but one of them would be banished. And then there's nothing I can do about that. He loses all his EP, he can't cast anything. Because that was 4k damage, which is a lot less than I could be doing. I think it's still safe to Dark Matter, though. I'm pretty sure that's less, so... Oh yes, and they can get Guard 3 for free. They just get Guard 3. Okay. I have no recovery. It's not really worth using this, but I don't really have much choice. Okay. It's just a case of... Is it going to be fast enough? Maybe. If, again, to me, it's mostly a question of... This is frustrating because my setup since I got Wazi with Akashic Arm, my entire setup has been he blasts them for 16,000 damage. And that's the entire way I've been fighting stuff. But this is the third boss in a row with no save point between them. So if I wanted to adjust from that, I'd have to restart the entire series of bosses. And it would be not fun. I'm just sitting here complaining though. Okay, let's hope I don't get ruined by RNG. Now I need healing. I will need to restore more soon, but healing is good enough for now. Of course he instantly summons more. That's the worst RNG imaginable. Please be less than 10k. Please. Please. Good. Now, I need to adjust because I have to worry about moving those guys so that they will focus on Lloyd instead of the people that will get killed. Because, I would absolutely adjust the setup that I have if it didn't mean going through 2 bosses all over again. This adamantine guard's not going to do anything. It's going to get cleansed before it has any chance of helping, but I need to restore EP, I need to restore HP. I need to restore more HP than would be restored by Boratan X, but I think that's the right choice because I need the EP. I pulled them close enough that they actually attacked Lloyd. Wonderful. Oh, that's so good. It would have been super annoying if it hadn't. Nihility, whatever. Can't have that. Like, can't let players protect themselves. No. That's not allowed. Okay, Flare Butterfly shouldn't deal too much damage. Except because I don't have... and this is all stats down, so it doesn't do anything I actually need. And I have to move him because he got shifted to the left a tiny bit. But the most important thing is Curia bombing him. But I can't move him because then that reduces arts casting. And then I can't kill these things. Good luck on that random movement. Okay. I'm gonna take this chance to just move in. Now, the issue with the positioning is that they get hit, but... okay, this is Tyrol. Flare Butterfly! He's gonna die. I think it's better to focus on him. Better in a relative, very relative sense. Do I have anything else that restores both? I don't think I have anything else. The Zerum things would be nice if I had more than 6 total. Anything else that restores... actually, that's good to know. Because that should be 80% HP and ailment cure. I only have 2 of them. Would that restore 40% of EP? Like, do the percentages properly double? No idea. Yeah, I don't really have much by way of choices. Yes, Lloyd can't use crafts because they're permanently stealing his EP. I just need to stop speeding it up. I just need to skip the animations, but speeding up makes it more difficult to keep focused and not paying attention. Because if it's always spread up, it's just quicker. Except for when it's the enemy turn. When it's my turn, I need to actively opt not to have it sped up. Except for animations again. I need to heal him, but she can't. He'll just have to eat something on his turn. $9,200. He needs to heal himself. Actually, he's the one that should be using the tier all bombs, because the tier all already fully heals if it's used by TO. Good RNG maybe? Good. He hasn't used that more than... That's the first time he used it here. She ruined me. It changed... She killed the only one, the one that was being targeted, so that the target got adjusted to the other one, so the other two will live now. God. If I could disable the supports, because they never show up when they matter. If they showed up every time it would be helpful, it would be great. But because they don't show up when you actually need them, it is frustrating when they show up just to ruin your life. Because that hit there would have not killed them because they were guarded anyway, but conceptually it would have hit them. He actually has CP for once. Now he doesn't. Okay, she needs to heal. Going much better. Oh, and the random... I need to pay attention to the action bar more. Because the moment he gets a free 50% HP heal, I am going to be so frustrated. I don't know why he moves that far. If I position here, will that go okay? Because her turn is less valuable than Wazi's turn. I think it's probably in my best interest. It might be bad, I might get hit by more AoE, but I'll heal afterwards anyway. So putting him here might not be putting her there might not be bad. God, I'm not even half HP. Their EPs are fine, for once. Please? That's not good. Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna put everyone into this corner. Okay, she can use her S break just before the end, so that should be fine. I should probably try to do some damage, but actually if I leave the 3 alive, it's good, I think. Let's just be inefficient. I should have probably moved her. That might have been better. I think leaving these 3 alive might be in my best interest. If he nihilities it, I would complain. He didn't though, that's good. He's gonna use it now though. Great RNG. He can't do anything on his turn, he might as well Curia. Just you position right here. Like, as long as they stay there, they won't be respawned, I think. Which now everyone gets hit by the same beam. But since I was already... just after those beams, I was always using a Tyrol bomb anyway. I don't think it's actually bad. And if I'm in the corner, I'm less likely to be pushed apart. No. Killing them is bad. Don't kill them. Still good. No, don't kill them. Mobius is a much better quartz than I gave it credit for. I think without it, this fight would be impossible without knowing preemptively everything I would need. Like, without knowing the exact setup for the fight that I would require, I think without Mobius this would be impossible. Please, Randy, stop. I don't need you to do that. It's actually detrimental. Now he has 3 stacks of guard, which is good. I'm not going to charge up fast enough because I couldn't get Impassion off, which means that I need to use an item that provides CP. This should provide me with 100? No! Why were you targeting him? I wasn't paying attention. That's my own fault. But why was it targeting him? What kind of decision making is that? Why would it ever target him? I saw the blue circle from... what's it called? The Impassion being cast, and thought that that was the blue circle from the food I was placing. No, I'm gonna lose because of this. Okay. You use this, and then he's gonna have to do the same thing. Just so I don't die. God. Now I have to struggle to recover. She's gonna have to cast Impassion again because the character I actually need it on doesn't have it. He's gonna need to move to reposition. Can he get this cast? Yes, he can. I mean, maybe Earth Pulse will help? She'll be too slow. Lloyd's gonna die on his turn, I think. So I have to heal myself. I don't understand the default selections for item use in this game. Yep, he's dead. Gonna have to revive him. Celestial's kinda overkill, but it's gonna have to be delayed anyway, might as well. I don't want to kill that. asking to position my characters. And I get cancelled anyway. Okay, now he cannot do anything because he's muted. She can't do anything because she's out of EP. No, she needs to use EP charge. Okay. Just keep impassion. Okay. Healing is not too much of a rush, but I'd rather not die. This fight is just not... This is just a slog. And nothing about a slog is a fun fight. Can I get Earth Pulse? Yes, I can. 3,600 HP. Maybe this regen will be enough. I hope it will be enough. It is close to enough. And since it will last longer, I didn't press the button in time, I lose. I don't lose, thank God. I wasn't paying attention to how quickly that was casting. This is gonna need to heal. Even with Earth Pulse, I think I still need it. Okay, he's actually fine now. He won't die to the fire. Except he did die, and I think he revived. Well, anyway. Why is she standing there and not here? Because she got pushed. I need to keep her in a good position. Can I get this off? No, I can't. This music doesn't fit because it's just a slog of a fight. If this fight took 10 minutes, sure, maybe the music would be okay. But instead the fight takes at least an hour, even without dying a dozen times. So it just doesn't work when this same song goes on for an hour plus. He still has 140,000 HP. Lovely RNG. Okay, now I have to pay attention. I need to get an EP charge soon. Yes, can't have guards. No, no, no. I'm glad I didn't get burned. I think the characters over here might be immune to burn, but... Okay, I'm gonna do an item first. It's not gonna heal nearly enough, but it will give... what's its HP at? Okay, I'm gonna take a break, do some basic math, figure out what 25% is. I could get roughly what 25% is. It's like 60k-ish would be 25%, except it's slightly lower than 60k. So I actually don't want to burst right now, but I'm going to take a second just to figure that out more specifically, so that I know more accurately where I need to be careful of, and where I need to burst to kill him from without having any other option other than dealing with a terrible third phase. I'm going to be back in an instant. So the 25% HP is 59,439. So basically 60,000, obviously, but I just need to be careful of that. I'm also about to die because Tio's turn is delayed till after his turn, so if I don't burst, I'm kind of ruined. How many burst orbs do I have? Because apparently you can use burst orbs mid-burst to maintain, to keep the burst going, which I think I need to save for then. I need a big heal on Tio, is the biggest person to heal. %30 is not going to be enough. I need like... Let's just tier all Tio. Make sure she doesn't die. She's the most important to have not die. 88,000. I have 28,000 more HP. Which will be 3. Practically speaking, that's 3 more casts of Crimson Ray. Which I can combine with the 2 S-crafts if necessary. He can't recover anything. He can just item to heal himself. Maybe he can get... That's not going to cast in time. I think going there would be a bigger issue long term. Let's just hope she doesn't die here. I can revive her, it won't be too big of an issue. Perfect. Oh, that's really good for me. And I can do... I don't have the EP though. Which means that I need to... make sure that I can S-break here. Oh, is this the guaranteed one-shot? No. This is the phase change. This is not 25% HP. That's not the right HP for the phase change. I was lied to. I was lied to. I guess I'm going to use a preemptive burst orb, but I'm not going to be able to if I'd used it on Lloyd's turn. It would have been fine. Do I just have to hope I don't die? Do I just have to hope I don't die? Let's hope I don't die. Let's hope that the guard at least protects me here. It doesn't. I die. Oh, I don't. Thank God. It's terrible design, but at least I don't just die. It's So basically what I have to do here is burst and just chain the burst for the rest of the fight. But I can't do too much damage. What's the highest possible damage? Actually, you know what? He's kind of bad anyway. He's gonna be moving. What would be her single highest damage? It's probably Last Disaster? And then hers is gonna be Crimson Ray. Okay, as long as I can get... He's still at like half HP. Okay, he has to use a Burst Orb. I mean, I'm gonna have to Burst Orb every other turn, pretty much. Ooh, unless the Burst Orb gets doubled by... It doesn't. It's just 2 ticks, so I have to use it every other turn. I'm not gonna be able to kill him in this burst phase, probably. Like, unless I can get Akashic Arm to kill him from, like, a reasonable amount, I'm doomed. I think it's worth this, then I need to Burst Orb right away. She doesn't do enough damage for it to be really worth it. I don't think I have enough Burst Orbs. Except they dealt too much damage, so I got banished, so I lose. Good gameplay. Holy, I hate this game so much. Maybe if I keep spamming Burst Orbs, there's a chance that I'll get enough turns on my end that he gets returned to me, and I don't just get bodied by this bad design. Holy, this game. Like, it's definitely a good game. Definitely. Definitely good design for a fight. I'm having a ton of fun. Okay. She's gonna S-break. I think this is better damage. How much damage? 13,000 at least. But it's Subspace Exiles, so you can't use it. It's just a waste of time to use because you get sent into the middle of nowhere because of the balance. If you deal too much damage, you get banished even if it's a burst mode. Good gameplay, good gameplay. I might still win though. But I have to make sure I don't do enough damage to trigger 10k damage or something like that. Like, okay, he's back at least. But he has 0 EP. Guess what? He's gonna get banished. Yup. Burst Orb. Just extra Burst Orb. I'm just lost. Where's my Burst Orb? There it is. Oh, so fun. Okay, she has her... If I can keep chaining it a little longer, I'll be able to S-break with Noelle. He can't do anything because he's out of EP. He will... Okay, which one? It was... the noodles? I need to get him, I think if he's sub 10k, it will definitely die from her S-Break at max charge. He can't do anything. He can encourage, though. One more Crimson Ray. He can't do anything. If only I had one more Burst Orb. Restoring himself would be a waste, I think. I should try and restore CP to him so that he does more damage. And here's the last option. Is either try and get... I think CP is the way to go. So now, the play is get him to 200. I should only have one of these, however. I just need another 25. Do I have enough? 20% EP, I need CP. There. Do this. And an S-Break. And S-Break. And that should be it. Finally, this trash fight. Oh, it's not a good design for a fight. I'm not going to end up cutting anything out because it only took 1 or 2 extra tries. Oh, this fight is so bad. It's not a good design for a fight. Like, oh, if you deal more than 10k damage in a single hit, you get banished to the Shadow Realm and lose all your EP. Like, that's not fun. You have to deal less damage so that you don't get banished. It just makes it take longer. Damn, what now? I'm gonna take a break on my side so that I'm not in a terrible mood as I read through this. I'll be back in no time. Having taken time to not think about this. Detilted. Damn, what now? I probably just read that, but... Kia! Her sorrow and despair, it's beginning to overwhelm her. Our friendship time. Hang on, Kia. If you hear me, please say something. Drat it all. Come on, drat it all. Could it truly be happening again? Just like the Septarian of Mirage? You don't mean... When it dissolved its own causality and vanished from existence? Power of friendship. Lloyd. Name. Name. What is the meaning of this? The hell do you think you're doing? I'll be fine. Just wait there. Nothing is going to stop me. The fact that she's not centered kind of bugs me. From taking Kia back. Ooh, teleport. Lloyd? It would be funny if they were just dead. World of Zero. Where am I? And where did Kia and the others go? Well, they didn't go anywhere you went, obviously. Whatever this place is, it's not normal, you think. I don't think it'd be a good idea to start wandering around aimlessly. It's strange. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see. And yet, I don't feel the least bit anxious or afraid. Just what is this place? I don't know this voice. No matter the circumstances, always remain focused and evaluate your surroundings. Is it Guy? Is it his brother talking? You've really grown into a fine detective, haven't you? Well, Lloyd, Aren't you gonna say something? Don't tell me you've forgotten your brother's face. Too shocked to even speak, maybe? Guy? Is that really you? Haha, that's all? What? You're not gonna jump into my arms crying or anything? Guess you've gotten too old for that sort of stuff now, huh, little buddy? We're the only ones here, though. No need to get embarrassed over a little brotherly bonding. He's a force ghost. Oh, shut up. Can't you stop picking on me for 1 second? I guess that proves it, though. Only my older brother could say something like that with a straight face, except there's definitely many people that could. So if I'm not dreaming right now, what's going on? From what I can tell, this place is inside that kiddo of yours. The world of Zero, where each and every possibility is held, and where the fabric of reality can be reshaped. Or something like that. The world of Zero. The fact that you're here, that's only possible because of this place? Seems like it. My best guess is that she used her space-time manipulation on the past to get all the info she could about me. I'd wager she was planning to use it to bring me back from the dead for you and Cecile. Arius and Tio, too. Bring you back? From the dead? Well, not exactly. It's more like she can change the world to one where I never died in the first place. So how about it, Lloyd? Would you be happy if your big brother came back? Or would I be too much of a pain in the ass? Haha. What kind of question is that? Of course I'd be happy. Why wouldn't I be? But doing that would mean that everything that happened after I died would vanish, including all the effort everyone's put in since. Yeah, that's the way the ball bounces. So, the special support section, huh? There could be a world out there where I'm part of the team too. Think of all the cases we'd solve, all the bad guys we'd bust, except the team wouldn't exist in the way it exists now, because it would have been made with him being there and DTD. But that's not your world, is it? Yeah. I can't even begin to describe how happy that would make me. A place where we could laugh, smile, and be together again. And even so, I know. You got your own path you need to follow. I'm proud that you've come far enough to be able to walk it. Who would have thought that my spoiled baby brother would grow up so much in just a few years? Knock it off. Since when have you ever spoiled me? Cecil's a different story, but... Haha, whatever you say. Speaking of Cecile, I think it's about time she moved on. Oh, I know. Why don't you try your luck with her? She can be kind of a ditz, though. Heck, I bet she wouldn't even pick up on it if you made a pass at her. 'Cause it would be weird. Stop it, you jerk. Quit making fun of Cecile. Honestly, I don't get what someone as great as her ever saw in a loser like you. Haha, you got me there. But hey, don't get too snippy. I'm sure you'll find your special someone too, one of these days. No shame in taking it easy and spending time with your friends in the meantime. Haha, I don't even know what I'd do without them. I just wish they were here so you could meet everybody. Ellie, Randy, and Tio especially. Oof, hurts to be Wazi and Noelle, but it's also not wrong. Well, not like me and Tio don't go way back. She's been through a lot, but I'm glad she's growing into herself. Ellie's a prim and proper gal on your team, right? A girl like that's got beauty and brains in one neat little package. That Randy guy looks like a riot too. I bet we'd have gotten along just fine. You're a lucky guy, little brother. It's not easy finding friends as good as the ones you've got. Yeah, they're the best anyone could ever ask for. I think it's time for me to go, Guy. I have someone precious to find, and everyone's waiting for me to bring her back. Will we ever see each other again? Yeah, of course we will. I'll always be watching over you. You ever need some brotherly doting or a shoulder to cry on? Just give me a ring. One issue here is they even established this isn't really him in the same way. It's like, it's reaching into the past and bringing what he would, how he would react, sort of. So like, this is what he would say if he were actually here, but if he's actually here, he might not actually be here. Because like, I don't know if it's established if spirits and ghosts exist in this world. They might. You know, in the non-monstrous sense, in the like, people who die are turned into ghosts and can watch over people. I don't know if that's established in this world. It's not established in this world either. Just give me a ring. Haha, thanks. But you know, I've learned that no matter how painful it can be, there's no barrier I can't overcome. With my friends by my side, I know we can reach out and seize the days yet to come. That's why, no matter what, I'll be fine. So you can rest easy while you keep an eye on me. Haha, listen to you go. You've come a long way. You'll do more than just find her. You'll help her find herself too. Now get going. Rescue that princess from her tower and give her a great big hug, okay? I will. Goodbye, Guy. That's right. As long as you're still breathing, life will always throw a few barriers your way. But what's important is that you overcome them and discover the light that lies beyond. Give him hell, Lloyd Bannings. Beep 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 beep. Beat up. World of Ein Sof. Probably means something in like German. Or another language. Or a fake language. ... There you are. Boo-yoo-boo. How did you... By following your voice. I could hear you, Kia. The same as I always have. If I just concentrate and listen closely, your heart is right there, calling out for me, leading my way to you. Oh, you care about me so much, Lloyd, but I don't deserve it. After all, I'm just a robot. That's not true, Kia. No matter how you were born, it is true. I'm not a real person. I don't have a real heart or soul. I don't have the right to be cared for or loved or protected. I knew all of that, but still I... Ooh, this is a different song. This moment won't be bad because it's not the same song. Listen to me, Kia. It's been more than half a year since you came to live with us. Have you ever stopped to consider how much happiness you've brought into our lives? It's the same amount of happiness you felt, Kia. Maybe even more. And there's more people, so it's even more, obviously. Kia, you've had fun being with us, haven't you? Of course. I don't think I could have been any happier. But what if it's only because I tricked you all, Lloyd? What if it was my powers that made you feel that way? What if I'm just manipulating the people I care about most into loving me? What if... Hey. This love I have, I wouldn't be able to tell you where it came from. But none of us feel like we were manipulated into it. And if we were, I doubt any of us would mind. Love can be unconditional, like raising a baby or adopting a kitten. It's only natural to want to love and protect things. Tell me, Kia, how is that any different from this so-called power of yours? It's a great point. That like, it's like, people can like other people for their personalities. Their personality isn't something they necessarily earned. And it's sort of like, basically her magic powers are people like her. She doesn't manipulate that in a bad way. So it's just like personality, basically. Besides, no power could possibly match up to the time you spent with us all. I hate that art. That art's not what he looks like most of the time. You and me cooking together, you crawling into my bed at night and us sleeping in, all bundled up. Oh, that art's not what they normally look like either. Reading books with Ellie, and helping her hang the laundry out to dry on the roof. That one also is not what she normally looks like. Cleaning with Tio, and buying the entire stock of limited edition Mishi merchandise. That is also not quite what he looks like, but it's a lot closer than the other three, I think. Learning to play poker with Randy, and going grocery shopping on East Street. She definitely would have known poker, because she absorbed their knowledge. She absorbed the knowledge of an uncountable number of people. She would have known to play poker. How to play poker. That Sergei looks kinda scuffed. Zeit is actually almost perfect. His left eye is a little weird, but that's the angle. Washing dishes with the chief, then napping the day away next to Zeit. Oh, that's too bright. It went from dark to bright. That hurt my eyes. Do you really, truly believe all of that has been a lie? No, it wasn't a lie. Good, because it was certainly real for us. And as long as that's the truth, then we're never going to falter, no matter what the future holds. Do you get it, Kia? You don't have to shoulder everything by yourself. You're going to make it through this, and we'll be right there with you, every step of the way. Because that's what friends and family are for, aren't they? Lloyd? Lloyd. Name. Speed up. Sniffle, sob. Wow. Kia. Haha, I see your tackles still have that oomph to them. Except losing the magic powers means they're trapped forever, right? We should be getting back. The others are waiting for us. I'm going to get you out of here. Hold on tight, okay? He just runs. He just runs in a random direction. Like, what does the running do? Lloyd Kido. You came back. Phew. God, it'd be so good if they actually just killed Maribel now. It wouldn't fit the tone. But like, they just off her. That would be something. Phew. Sorry about the wait, everyone. Sniff, sob. Lloyd, thank goodness. You don't care about Kia? How rude. Kia, are you alright? Looks like she's back to her regular self. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Yeah, everything's going to be okay. Hey, Kia, isn't there something you wanted to say? Sniff, nod. Not crying, There's the crying. I'm sorry. For making you worry about me a bunch, and for trying to do everything by myself. And thank you for coming to save me. Kia. Thanks. That's nothing to thank us for. Haha. We might have to give you a good spank or two when we get home, though. Okay. Sniffle sob. Come on, cheer up. You don't have any reason to cry anymore, do you? Kids, am I right? Sob, I'm so glad. Honestly, talk about anticlimactic. Come on, speed up. Maribel. Belle, don't tell me you intend to continue this fight. What would be the point? Kia's powers as a Septarian have vanished, and with them the millennium-long ambitions of the Croix family. Really, what an utter shame. Belle? With that, the cult is gone for good. The nightmare is finally over. I suppose so. But there are far worse calamities on Crossbell's offing? Namely, the Erebonian Empire. It doesn't matter which side wins their civil war. It's only a matter of time before they invade, so keep the civil war going. Support one side, then the other, then the other, then the other. Keep it going forever, and make the entire of Erebonia suffer. And once that happens, Calvard will have no choice but to mobilize in kind. It's true. Probably, yeah. Fools. Now that you've lost a Septarian, you have no way of stopping them. Surely you understand that. We do. But even so, this is the path we chose. The path we're going to take with Kia by our sides. We'll overcome those barriers, together, and seize the new light of tomorrow our way. And we'll do it without any regrets. Exactly. I think we're about to get busier than we've ever been. Hey, we never would have got this far in the first place without a bit of elbow grease. Whatever they throw at us, we'll make it through, standing strong and proud all the way. Except she's going to leave the SSS, so she's actually not going to be with us, and Wazi's also not going to be with us, so it's only going to be the 4 plus Kia. I may not be in a position to make promises about Crossbell's future. What if the Congregation for Divine Worship loosens their slack a bit? I'm sure the church will lend a hand here and there. Haha, you all are too much. But fine, I may as well wish you luck. You'll sorely need it. I mean, obviously she's leaving. Belle? Maribel, stop! Why? Oh, and about the good lawyer. I placed him in a state of suspended animation, because we can't have characters dying. No, no, no. They can only die before the story starts. Once we get to know them, they're immortal. There might have been a couple characters that weren't villains that have died, but there haven't been nearly as many as there should have been. He'll live if you treat him properly. They just forgot about him. They just left him there while they were just standing around the orb. You should also know that without the Septarian's power, it's only a matter of time before the tree collapses. You should have a few hours. I suggest you evacuate by then. For real. But why did you? Hehe. My time here is done. I was planning on leaving Crossbell regardless of the project's outcome. I had a job offer come my way recently. I will be filling a vacant spot and serving Ouroboros' Grandmaster as an Ongui. That's surprising. Like, it's weird that she would be an Ongui. Not that she would necessarily be in the position of an enforcer, but like, I wonder what the decision factor is for whether someone's an Ongui or an enforcer, like what the choice making is. Because if it was purely power, then I don't know. If it was utility, it's weird that Campanella's technically an enforcer, but he's 0, so it's weird. What? An Ongui? Isn't that one of the society's highest ranks? Belle, how could you? And you think her joining Ouroboros is worse than everything she's done before? It's at worst, marginally worse. It's not much worse. Necessarily. Like, they don't outright murder towns most of the time. They do pretty bad stuff, but how could you? Oh, Ellie, don't make that face. With the continent as unstable as it is, it isn't a question of if our paths will cross again, but when. Until then, I shall be keeping an eye on you from far afield. Anticipate seeing where your fruitless struggles take you. Belle. Oh, I would appreciate it if you spared my father the death penalty. After all, I'm sure you can find some use for him in rebuilding Crossbell. Until we meet again, everyone. Oh, I bet she must show up in Kiseki, Reverie, I think is what it is in English. Belle, you never were one to follow anyone's whims but your own. This better be almost over. I mean, if the title is Zero no Kiseki, it better be the end of the game right here, pretty much. Like, a summary of people's after effects, a picture of everyone happy, that type of stuff. She was telling the truth. His wounds aren't fatal. Alright, everyone. Help me carry Mr. Grimwood back to the Merkaba. Arius and Wald will also need to be retrieved and cared for. We'll have to be quick. Maribel said we only have a few hours before the tree collapses. I'll contact Abbas so that the rest of the crew can lend a hand too. All things considered. This is a different variation of the song that's been played a ton of times. It's a good variation. Maribel was very much herself until the end, wasn't she? I know what you mean. Tell you the truth, I can't bring myself to hold it against her. Maybe she's just a little more human than she lets on. That's simply the way Belle is. She remains true to herself, no matter what that entails. For better or worse, she's the type of person who will do whatever it takes to get whatever she sets her mind to. Even if it means severing herself from the rest of the world. That kind of conviction is rare. Not everyone can be that strong, especially at the age of 18. I assume most of the Ongui members of Ouroboros that we've seen are at least in their 30s. Like, they're old, most of them. One of them's a 200-year-old ghost. One of them's an old man. The other was also pretty old. The other one that I'm thinking of that got shot was pretty old, but not that old. He was at least in 30s or 40s, though. Not that it's wrong. True. That's why the rest of us need our friends and family by our side. To surmount the barriers before us and take hold of the uncertain future shining beyond. Well, it may be a while before we get any sunny days again. I get the feeling that we'll find a way to get by somehow. We always do. Just look at how much our little team was able to accomplish here. If all us Crossbellans unite as one, nothing's out of our reach, except not all Crossbellans will unite as one. Heh, you just may be onto something there. Don't forget me. I'm gonna do my best too. We'll protect our precious home, and we'll do it together. That's a delivery of line that would be the end of the game a lot of the time. Kia. With you, we'll be unstoppable. Haha, that's the spirit. Right, we're all in this together. Special support section, let's move out. That's the exact line that it should end on, but first we fetch Arius and Wald. After that, we board the Merkaba and fly our way out of the Azure tree. It's time to go home, back to our Crossbell. That's a bad line. Please don't end it on our Crossbell. They are going to end it on our Crossbell. It's all the voice actors. And this is just going to run. Pretty fun game. Gameplay, not the best. Kind of frustrating at times. That final boss was bad. Like, I really think that final boss fight is the worst in the series so far. And some people's opinions online are that there's only one other in the entire series at least as of a couple years ago, I think. There's only one other that's as bad, and that's in Cold Steel 2. And so, we returned safely to Crossbell City. President, or rather Mayor Kwa, was officially placed under arrest. I wonder if Cold Steel has English voice acting. In the meantime, Speaker McDowell would serve in his place as Crossbell's interim mayor. Then, there were the goodbyes. Yeah, the summaries. Wazi and his crew returned to the holy city of Arteria with Wald, who was still suffering from the after effect of Gnosis. Our remaining visitors bade their long farewells to Crossbell before setting forth on their own paths. Why would he leave? I mean, I know he isn't leaving, he's probably still in the state, but on the other hand, were those who continued to slither in the darkness. In order to carry out their plans, Ouroboros amassed even more power and began to take action across the continent. Are they saying that Shirley became an enforcer? Or an Ongui? In the Erebonian Empire, where a civil war raged, the Blood and Iron Chancellor drove out the noble forces, claiming victory. Shocking! That's summarizing probably Cold Steel 2 or something right there. Oh, he won. Shocking. And now, Crossbell faces 2 years of hardship under Imperial occupation. Is that just how it ends? That would be such an ending. But there's gonna be more text, right? Oh no, that's how it ends. Oh, that's so good. The Legend of Heroes trails to Azure. What a good ending, maybe? If they just end it, yep, they were occupied for the last 2 years. Eerie. I mean, that's not subtle. They must be actively fighting and running at the same time. Original development members. Apologies. I just want to get that. Cecile. Her hair looks green because of the weird coloring. Aoi Kiseki and Last Battle opening theme song. Where are they? Are they in in the Geofront? Orcus Tower? Nissa localization team. Bunch of these people. Casual_scrub, the PC beta tester. The Geofront localization team. Because yeah, that's an important element. I can't get that. That faded too quickly. So are they in the course of this cutscene going from 2 years of occupation to they fought themselves to freedom? Shoot, it faded too quick. Now give me a good still. I need a good still image right there. Right there. Oh, maybe? That's better. No, that one's not better. The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Pretty good. See how they just like... They just summarize them freeing themselves from the Imperial control in like a 5-minute cutscene. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Trails from Zero to Azure has now reached its conclusion. To be continued in another land. This is a good enough screenshot, I think. And that's, I think, the end of that. From Zero to Azure. No hard feelings, question mark? I want to know what those achievements are. Extra mode. You can access extra mode. Save clear data. And then return title screen. Good game overall. Do I think it was perfect? No. I think it had a fair bit that it could have done better, in my opinion. Not like... it's mostly mechanical and small scale story. I think the small scale story, the writing could have been better. Not that I could have written it better. I'm not a writer. I obviously can't say that, so I don't hold it against the writers. I do think the writing could have definitely gone... Definitely could have been better. It was still a fun story. Like, the overall story that was told, I think, was a lot of fun. Like, the ending was good. And, like, the only thing I think I did not like, outside of gameplay issues, was the repetition of words and themes that was a little over the top. Like, the barrier thing, it was sort of a joke, but it was also... I really do feel it was a little bit overstressed. Like, I think it still would have gotten to be this... It would still have been a repetitive joke if they'd done it half as much. But they wanted to really drum it into your face. But it might have been better if I had just left it to... Like, if I hadn't played Zero and then Azure basically back to back, maybe it would have been better. Because doing them back to back really drove home the emphasis on it really emphasized the repetition of barriers and constantly saying people's names in moments that are tense. Like, all that just was more repetitive because it was 2 games in a row. Cold Steel's 4 games in a row, so I'm worried. But it is what it is. Looking at this. So yeah, she was able to dance again within only, like, they're saying about 2 years. That's kind of impressive, considering they were occupied for part of it. He's not... there it is. There's the relation. I'm surprised that they're not closer, but maybe it takes longer. I do like that some of the characters clearly did grow up a bit. Like, they're taller. They're a little different. The older people are basically the same. Who's this? Wald. That's Wald. Arias and Michelle. This guy's funny. Dudley. Oh, Ryan's got left out? Her face gets clipped off? That's not fair. Why would you do that to her? Grew up. Dog. Lloyd looks basically the same, but looks kind of weird. She looks older. Yeah, fun game. Next it would be Cold Steel, starting a little bit later. I'm not actually going to skip a week. I'm going to start a couple days later than I would have normally done. But extras, for reference, is look at achievements. I wanted to check the last ones that I got. If I can, Zero to Azure is just complete the finale. Oh, this song. There was another achievement I got. Oh, that palm party. Ugh. What's all these? All information, all quests, I missed. All volumes of Sunshine Agnes, I missed it. Oh, I didn't get all the treasure chests. RIP. Collect all quartz. Yeah, I didn't get everything. I have no idea what that is. I got 2 achievements at the end though. What was the second one? Oh, this one. No hard feelings. Hard. Okay, hard on Nightmare. Rough. Someday I'd love to actually play this again on like Nightmare. But hard is already such a tough design to do. Like, when it probably carry over, like, where is... No, I'm trying to scroll. It's not listening. It's quartz. Master quartz. I mean, that seems like it would be useful for very specific cases, but not many. Armor. I guess weapons. Accessories. Armor's not that interesting. Minigames? I'm not going to play minigames. Should I pick up all these? Yes. Am I more interested in making a potential, in like 4 years, a Nightmare playthrough of this easier? Yes, I would rather have an easier Nightmare playthrough. But I'll leave the rest of the points as is. But yeah, that's the end of the game. So, have a great day. Bye-bye.